have what I think is a great story that helps with the idea of creation versus just responding. Not reacting, just responding. Um, I'm re-inheriting my daughter's cat that I got for her 20 years ago um, when she was 4. And I remember going to the Denver Dumb Friends League and letting him know that I wanted to look at cats, and then told him about my daughter in our house, in our home. And anyway, so she said, "Oh, I've got the perfect cat for you." And so I went inside this room, and there must have been, I don't know, 20 cats in this room. And there were all these, blocks and things that they were all crawling all over, and all the, the cat trees and stuff like that. And so there's this, I don't know, like a cube in the middle, and it's just got some carpet on it. And there's like one cat there, but it jumps down, and I just sit down there, and this cat just jumps right on my lap, and the lady walks in, she goes, "Oh, I see you found him. His name is Bubbles." Anyway, I think he was 2 when we got him, so that makes him, yeah, 22 years old. So, anyway, so he moved in yesterday, and I live in a small place. I wouldn't even describe it as a studio. I would just describe it as a stew. I came with that in my mind today. I thought that explains this place perfectly. It's a stew. So anyway, he came yesterday, and, I just sort of let him be. I wasn't, overzealous with him, and because he was just pretty nervous. And he did not sleep well last night, and I did everything I could to calm down, but there was just nothing you could do. So it was a long day, and I checked in on him several times today. When I got home, he seemed to be more at peace, and I sort of had to wrap my head around getting at peace as well, because of it, those thoughts go through your head of, God, is this just going to be, just crazy, and it's just, did I bite off more than I can chew, given, just given my schedule and everything, and that he's old, and he's been taken out of an environment that he's been in for, 15 years. So, it's been really, really hard on him. And is he ever going to be able to settle down, right? All these thoughts that go through your head, and you start, playing those kind of scenarios out. Anyway, so when I got home, I said, I just need to focus on him. I just need to focus on him, and let's see where, let's see if we can make it so that, he's just at least not as nervous, right? Just something. So I come home, and, I get with him right away, and, he had some older food from this morning, so I got that off, heated him up some new food, and that really enticed him. And so he ate some more and drank, and then we came out in the little living space, and he was laid down. I just sort of got down on the ground. He just sort of came over, and we started butting heads, and so just, he just started to loosen up a little bit, as did I. And so then I take him outside, coax him outside, and he walks around, he smells a lot of stuff, and then he sort of lets me know when it's time to come in. And then I was down petting him on the ground. I've got an Afghan down there for him to lay on, and then one on the bed. And so he ended up jumping up and getting on the bed. Well, I gave him a rub down that he probably hasn't had in a long time, even with my daughter. I just don't, because I think, I'll get to this in a moment, but I just completely focused on him and just scratched, and mindfully scratched. He's 22, he's, not real big. And so just being very gentle, but yet doing the job that needs to get done. That is, just getting all those scratches. And so anyway, it was mindful, and I'm not patting myself on the back. What came to me is that I can see why now, where I am, why my life must be simple. It has to be simple because that's the only way I can truly take care of the things that I've decided to take care of, if that makes sense. I don't have time for distractions. And now with Bubbles, I have much less time because, he's a living entity that's only going to be here for not that much longer. And, he is old and he is frail and he's got a bad heart. So, this is an opportunity, rather than looking at it as a chore, rather than looking at it as of, wow, what do I have to do? I looked at it as though there's no better place for him to be than with me. And I said that early on, but like the structured water with the little critters outside versus just for myself, it's are you really ready to commit? And that is being here for him all that he needs you to be. And maybe that's until he goes or until he gets comfortable. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. The fact is that I've taken on his care for the last part of his life. And so that's why, so again, a couple things hit. That is creating, right? Rather than having the circumstances be created for me because I'm just thinking from the human perspective. No matter where you go, that's where you are, right? Everything you do, you're there because you put yourself there. So was I going to put myself there with Bubbles for his last few years I'm going to respond and he'll be okay? Or am I going to create, and is he going to thrive? And therefore, I thrive as well. That's something we always forget. But anyway, that was the decision I made, is that no, he will thrive under my care. So, and then this idea, which I think is just awesome, of why things need to be simple, because you can't do a million things great. That's just the truth of it. And the things I choose to do, I want to do great. I don't want to do, half-hearted anything. Anyway, I hope all that makes sense. Peace and love to all. I, Asher, I